From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. The latest numbers coming out of the BC Wildfire Service show that more than 40 blazes have been sparked in the last 24 hours. Officials say the recent spate of extremely hot and dry conditions, combined with the appearance of some thunderstorms, means that lightning strikes lightly ignited most of the fires. Up north in the province, they say that with some cooler weather in the forecast, it is less likely that any of the flare-ups will see rapid fire growth. On the other side of the country, where the out-of-control fire burning in Nova Scotia's Annapolis Valley has, so far, destroyed approximately 20 homes. Tori Dawson lives in the small community of Paradise, just over 10 kilometers away from the Long Lake wildfire, and she says she and her partner have been hosting friends and family who have had to evacuate since shortly after the fire began.
Honestly, very stressful. My anxiety levels have been pretty high. Yeah. And then it really peaked last Sunday on August 24th when the fires doubled in size. We found out that, people had lost their homes.
As the wildfire continues to burn, it has scorched more than 82 square kilometers of ground. A Prince Edward Island man facing a terrorism peace bond has been ordered to follow a raft of conditions, including no internet and no holding a passport. The province's RCMP sought the peace bond for the 51-year-old man, fearing he may commit a terrorism offense. Officers say they seized 3D printed firearm components and arrested the man at his residence back in February. Daniel Desmond Crowder is facing 8 charges, including firearms manufacturing, possession of computer data for manufacturing firearms, and possession of a firearm. Now, the allegations against Crowder have not yet been tested in court. And finally, officials in Red Deer, Alberta are heralding a new statue representing a rebellious pig that escaped an Alberta slaughterhouse more than 3 decades ago. The life-size bronze figure of Francis the pig was unveiled at a local park Friday. Francis escaped from a slaughterhouse in 1990 by jumping over a fence. He went on the lam for 5 months before a hunter trapped him using a tranquilizer. City spokeswoman Colleen Sharp says so many people at the time were caught up in his story.
When this pig did this unthinkable thing, and he was so brave and taking his fate into his own hands, or his own hoofs, I guess, people loved that. And so children wrote to the city council and the newspapers and anybody that would listen, and citizens lobbied the city council at the time and said, save this pig, like this pig deserves to be, live out his days.
Francis died days later of a bladder infection, but his legacy lives on in many forms, including merchandise at a Red Deer museum and a pesky pig pale ale from a local brewery. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, back-to-back homers in the 9th inning helped the Milwaukee Brewers dispatch the Toronto Blue Jays 4-1 Saturday afternoon. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. had a sacrifice fly in the 6th to give Toronto a short-lived lead. The Jays will try to avoid the series sweep as they send Max Scherzer to the mound Sunday. Elsewhere, Pittsburgh beat Boston 10-3, and the Yankees got past the White Sox 5-3, needing 11 innings to do so. Over to Major League Soccer now, with 3 Canadian teams on the schedule, but only 2 getting to play. Toronto FC and CF Montreal played to a 1-1 draw, while Vancouver's match with Orlando City was postponed, with the latter playing a Leagues Cup semifinal against the LA Galaxy. The Whitecaps matchup has been rescheduled to October 11th. And finally, Felix Auger-Aliassime defeated the world's 3rd-ranked Alexander Zverev of Germany at the U.S. Open. He's moving on now to the tournament's 4th round, where he'll take on Russian Andrei Rublev. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.